Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back. So, tonight's going to be a little bit of a heavy hearted episode. I debated on whether or not to do this tonight at all, but I'm going to. Those of you that have been around for a while know I got a little cat, and he died this morning. And I like to, when I make these, to just kind of focus on chess, and I don't like to get into anything controversial or heavy. But and this cat in particular, I've got 3 cats. 2 of them have died this week, and then DJ died this morning. I didn't bring the other ones up because you guys don't know about them, but DJ has been in pretty much all of my videos, whether it be up in my lap, putting his ass in the camera, or just meowing at the door wanting in, or climbing on the air conditioner, or whatever. And so I thought I would tell you guys that he has died. And it has absolutely broken my heart. He's my little buddy. And I'll tell you a little bit about him here. Just, he showed up out here on November the 5th last year. And I know that because I took a picture of him and I have it on my phone. He was so little and it was so cold, and I thought that it was my other cat. And then when he got up to me, I realized it was another cat, and Mama Cat thought it was the other cat as well, her baby. And we both realized at the same time that it was not. And you could visibly tell on her face that she thought it was the other cat and realized it wasn't. And it was funny. And anyway, so we had a cat, stray cat, show up. She had kittens, and one of them was a little boy. And my ex-girlfriend's little girl, she's a little kid, and she kept calling this cat Daisy. And I kept telling her, this is a boy, he can't be Daisy, you gotta, But she kept calling him Daisy, and it stuck. So then I had a boy named Daisy. So this little guy shows up and looks identical, and so they started calling him Daisy Jr. So now I got 2 boys named Daisy. And anyway, he was the sweetest little boy, and I brought him in the house, and I fed him milk, and I kept him inside while it was cold, and he just thought I was his mom or something, he loved me, followed my every step, he stayed with me constantly. And just the other day I was in the shower, he jumped up on the side of the tub and fell, and somehow ended up between the 2 shower curtains fighting for his life in the water. And another day he followed me back there, and normally he'll sit and meow and stuff, but I noticed he was quiet, too quiet. So I looked out of the shower curtain, he'd gotten the toilet paper roll, and he was in the floor fighting with it, and had absolutely just shredded a brand new roll of toilet paper. It was all over the bathroom. Anyway, that's just how he was. He was silly. He would get, when he would drink water, because I got dogs too, and they, when he would drink the water, he didn't stand next to the water bowl. He would get in the water bowl, all 4 feet, and stand in it. And last night, when he came to get in the bed with me, he came in there and he jumped up in the bed, all 4 feet soaking wet. And I, of course, pushed him away and, and all that, because he was soaked. But that's just what he done. When he would drink water, he would just stand in it. And anyway, I went to leave for work this morning. He could get out of the house through the laundry room. There's a hole by the laundry vent thing that he was able to get through. And I never fixed it. I didn't know it was there until he started doing that. But anyway, he could get in and out through it, and I left it so he could come in and out. And I got up this morning, and he was outside, and I thought about closing it and keeping him inside because I was worried about him. But I thought, what kind of life is it to be held captive even if it's for your own safety. So I let him do it, let him go. I got up this morning, he wasn't in here, which is normal. He likes to stay outside, and he comes home at night and snuggles with me. So I went to leave for work, and when I pulled out, he was in the street. Somebody had run him over. So I laid him next to the road, and I had to go to work. And then I got home, and I took my shirt off and wrapped him in my shirt because it smelled like me. And I buried him, and that's that. So that's the end of that. So DJ won't be in any more of our videos going forward. But my house will certainly be a lot more empty now. Anyway, I'm going to play some chess, and we're going to try to get a couple of wins. I had hoped to try to chase 1,000. I was excited about doing this tonight. And we're going to try to get a couple of wins, and we'll see how it goes. Obviously, my heart's in a different place tonight, but we're going to try to get a couple of wins. And again, I didn't mention the other cats because you guys have never seen them, or it's not really relevant, but DJ is always around. And I wanted to, you know, like I said, people have asked to see him. He's been in a lot of the videos and stuff, and, you know, and I guess maybe it helps my own grieving process to talk about him. So that's what happened. So anyway, with that, let's try to get a couple of wins here. Got a 962. I've played a... so if I go here, he could play that. I go here. So this is the idea, right? Focusing on this. If I play here, can he take that? So you take, queen comes out, I play this. He takes, so you play this. If the queen comes out, then that square's double attacked. You play that. I get hit with a check. And I play this. If he takes, I recapture here. This move and this takes and this. There's also this. Actually, I could play that. No, because this is a fork. And you can't play that because the... oh. Now, this is the move you would want to play. But you can't because of that. So I think I have to play this. He does get to take. But then I think I play here. If he takes that, he loses the queen. If he doesn't take it, then I've got a discovered check. Check. Doesn't accomplish anything. He doesn't have control of that diagonal. He could play here. Let's keep him off of this. Here, he plays that. Then I go here. What's the point of that? If I play that, that comes with check. Let's do this, and maybe I'll just play here and slide the king over. He could take that, but that's suicide. So let's go ahead and develop, get castled. I'm not going to chase him around. If he wants to take that, that's fine. He is clamping down on that square, though. There's an argument for this move, actually. So I could push. Because I'd control that square 3 times. If he slides over, push. Takes, 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 right? So now if I push and he goes there, I can push again. So push, takes, 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 takes. So I think I can push. The fuck's the point of that? These are both defended. If I play here, that's a loss. You go back there. I play in again. If I push, takes. You can't come into here on either square. If he pushes, I'm not terribly worried about that. Now, part of me wants to play this. Because where do you go? There. Takes. Looks good. You can't go there. You can't go there. You go here. I'm going to take that. You could go here, and then my pawn structure is kind of stupid. There's an argument for that. This takes. I'm going to play that. And I suppose I might as well solidify that center. Not sure I understand the logic of that. I don't know what that was. %90 accurate. Oh, they want me to push straight away. I don't know what that was. I mean, you know, if you're going to sacrifice a piece, you should have some kind of a plan. That wasn't great. $9:45. I'm going to turn the heat on, guys. It's kind of cold in here. All right. So let's go back to the old faithful here. The old Caro Kann. Looks like we'll get ourselves an exchange. Play this. Okay, I'll play this. And I think here I want to keep my bishop. So if I play this and he jumps the knight in, I take the queen. That's a real pin. Like, I don't think you can play this. So I have this. Let's. I don't want to fall for any kind of shenaniganry, so let's play that. And he wants to do this. What's the point of this? Let's go ahead and take that. Now, let's see here. Takes and takes. That's not scary. I could do that. Could just castle. This is the plan. Make no mistake. That's the plan. I could do this right now and force his hand. Takes, takes. Then I get a backwards pawn. If I go here now, yeah, let's just go ahead and castle, I think. Let's go ahead and castle. Yeah, so that breaks your pawn structure apart. So here, here. Here and here. But then that, right? Then he plays that. Then I got to check. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's take that. Now I could throw that check in. But then when he blocks like this, then I kind of have to take. This hits that. There's this move here, followed by that. Here. This kind of gets to the point, right? I'm going to play that. If he takes, I'll capture like this. I got this hitting the queen and jumping into here. Check. And then I jump in hitting this guy. That guy can't block. The problem with this move is this. Here, if he plays that, then he could pile pressure on me, right? This, he comes down. That, the bishop comes over. If I play here, queen takes. I take. He takes that, I take here, he takes that. That doesn't look winning to me. So I think I do really like this, but I'm worried about that. What if I play here and he comes down? Then I would play that. I'm going to hit this. This move could complicate things, but if that's the move, then I take and I win an exchange. If he plays here, pressuring this guy, I could play that. You have to stay in contact with this guy. So, here. You go back. I don't know. Let's see how you defend this. Because you don't have a discovery. This guy goes here, you lose that. You go there, you lose it here, you lose it here. I don't know how you stay in contact with this bishop. I don't know. You go there, that's nothing because you're getting hit here. But I'm also pressuring that now. But the bigger problem, I think, is I'm threatening the rook, which, as it turns out, is pretty problematic. That's problematic. Ooh. 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 Yeah. Yep. That's pretty. Down a whole bunch of material. Ooh, brutal. God. Alright, that's enough for me. But I do want to look at a couple of games that I played with you guys really quick. Let's look at a couple of these. That was 95% accuracy. This last one was 90% accuracy. Here's one, 97.5. Let's look at this bad boy. This was a game. So we get a 2 knights, and this is pretty much, you know, just the opening. All right. You play here, and obviously, you know, the point of this is you want to pressure F7. This is a move that I constantly forget about, but I found it here. So it's plus 0.03. So I have equalized because I'm going to get this bishop, and you do have 2 pieces in the game. That's fair, but I'm in pretty good shape. So I take, and I bring the knight out. This was a more accurate move. But we played this, and I was like, you know, I'm going to get a kind of a Tartakower type structure. This dark squared bishop is going to have some squares taken away. You're not going to be able to come down and pin anything here. And eventually, maybe you get something like this. So that was the logic. He castles. I know what's coming. So, castle. All right. Now, he plays this, and I know what you're trying to do. I already see the writing on the wall. I know what's about to happen. So I go ahead, line this up in case any kind of nonsense happens. I know that I could stop checkmate here. But when he slides over, I just play this. I just play this. Because what are you going to do now? You're going to get chased all over the board if you don't trade. I know this guy wants to pressure me. And look, I'm just trying to, you know, stop your attack before it gets started. I've seen this attack 17 bazillion times. And I'm going to put the boots to it here. If you take, goodbye attack. All right? So that's what I do. Takes. Fantastic. He brings his bishop out. I go ahead and play this. which turned out to be the wrong idea. This was the better move, but I thought building a pawn chain here like this was a good idea. It wasn't, but that's what I was thinking. So I played this because I didn't really know what else to do, and now I take recaptures, and I take like this, and it's not the best move. The best way to go about it is this, and I see that now, but that ain't what I've done in the game. So here, it's dead even. We've both played incredibly accurate, and then my guy here just blunders mate and won. It's over. Game's over. So that was a good one. Let's look at, here's one, 98% accuracy. See how we done here. Game review. 97.9. Oh yeah, look at this one. This is the good stuff. So the reason I play the Ruy Lopez is because when I was a lot lower rated, I'm still not very highly rated, but when I was a lot lower, I had a lot of problems getting my king caught in the middle. The Ruy Lopez is aggressive, and it lets you castle on what, move 4 if that's what you want to do. You know, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, move 4 potentially you can castle. So when you give me this, hey, I'm just going to get out of the center of the board, man. I have a bishop developed and I'm castled, and you have one overextended pawn. That's it. So I'm happy here. He plays this, and I just stop the pawn in its place. This guy's not going to come forward and let you create some kind of an attack. You're going to have to work for this attack. So he plays this, and I play here, right? Because, look at an f7. Maybe because he wants to come down and target f2, so I'll come over here, I'll target f7. And he plays this. Look at that eval bar. It's plus 0.8. He blunders plus 3.5. Because I'm looking at f7, man. Undefended pieces. Nobody's defending this. That's something you really got to be conscious of. He takes, that's a check. He blocks, and I take the bishop. Now, I could have played here, and this was initially my plan so I could pick up the rook. But what do you do after this? It starts to get a little bit uncomfortable because you can't go here because the bishop, and you can't go here because this bishop, and you can't take that. You can't take this. So it's just really uncomfortable. So I take the bishop, just win a pawn, and now I win another pawn. And he sees the idea here, right? So he brings that forward. Well, I just slide out of there. But he plays this, and I hit him with the pin. Just put some pressure on him. Your king's in the center of the board. This at least keeps you from moving one more time. And there's a threat here, right? I mean, at the end of the day, I'm up material. And if I take this, I'm up a pawn or two, man. How many pawns am I up? 2 pawns. So if we trade everything off, I'm happy. He plays that, and I go here. Now you've just lost a knight. There's nothing you can do about it. That knight's gone. You play that, I take, he resigns. So that's 98% accuracy. 1800 in the middle game. There was another one. Here you go. 100% accuracy. 100%. I'm going to get banned for cheating. This one's kind of BS, though, because he just gives a pawn away, right? And then he gives another pawn away. I come back. He castles and then gives up. So, I mean, he just gives away 2 pawns for no reason. So, and then I think there may have been one more really good one. Here's 96%. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is good, too. Is this the one? No. So we get a King's Indian. And I've really gotten to where I really like the King's Indian. I really like this. And I thought about starting to play the modern against e4 because I like the King's Indian. And if we transpose into a similar line, I do fairly well in the King's Indian. So this is what we play. Right? got a pawn in the center. I mean, that's the thing about these modern, these hyper modern openings is, you're fighting from a distance for the center, and I have a center pawn. I've got my bishop on the long diagonal. My knight's in a good place. I'm in good shape here. I take his knight, and then I just go ahead and blunt this. That guy's never going to come in here and threaten anything. And that's his main thing, is he wants to put pressure on this diagonal. But, okay, good luck. So I play here. Now I'm putting some pressure of my own. He plays that. And I just hit the bishop. Right? I'm winning. I'm winning right now. But I hit the bishop. Get out of here. Now he's off the long diagonal. I take, recaptures, and now I go here contesting the open file. Because if he captures, right, I take back. If he doesn't capture, I'm going to take him, you take back, then I slide over here, and now I control the open file. So this is, for me, this is a way to get the open file. He plays that, plays there. That was a good move, I thought. I slid over here. In reality, this is better because the X-ray on the rook, but whatever. Hit the bishop, takes, and here he just blunders a bishop. Bloop, drops it, he moves, and I come back and he resigns. Because you can't take this or you lose the bishop. The bishop's gone. So this guy's just hanging out. And, I mean, from here, what do? I don't know. I'm not going to take this because then the bishop gets back into the game. But at the same time, I guess you could make an argument, man, for something like this. So, I don't know. But either way, that was 97% or something like that. Was there one more really good one? Yeah, here's another good one. I've been playing a lot of blitz, man. Whole lot of blitz. So again, Rui Lopez, castle, and you could take this, but it's not wise. So he plays here, and I take center fork trick, which is apparently not the best move. I don't know what the best move here is, but it's not this. Interesting. So anyway, there you go. So the old fork trick. Now the problem is I take that, and I looked at this line the other day. If you take here, you push this, kick him away, and then you start running into some problems. I can't remember exactly how this goes, but I looked at this and found this little trick in there, and I was like, man, that's pretty. Oh, if this guy moves, yeah. So if he takes, you play here. If you go back, you got a problem. So yeah. So I take the bishop. He takes that, but then I just slide over and pin you to the king. He blocks, but I slide over, right? So now if you castle now, right? And I play this, you can't move this guy or you lose the queen, right? Or I'm sorry, yeah, you'll lose a queen. Just straight up. Because you can't move this and defend it. So what do you do here? He castles, and that's exactly what I do. This is the more accurate move, but, that's what I played. So now I bring it out because there's no rush. There's no rush. Now he plays this. And I'm like, look, you could sacrifice this guy, but you're still going to lose that. So, or I could just take this. Like, that's just a free bishop. And now your queen's hanging. Your knight's hanging. Like, everything's hanging now. So he plays here, and I just take the knight. Boom. Done. I mean, he could have taken this with check, and maybe then you'd trade like that or something. I don't know, but that's the way it went down. So we got that. And I think that's pretty much it for the super accurate games. Yeah, but I did have a couple of brilliant moves, and we'll take a look at those. We're just kind of chilling now, just killing some time. Okay, yeah, here's a brilliant move. How do I see the analysis of this? What the fuck? How do I pull up the analysis, man? Like this? There we go. Alright. So, alright. So we get a Najdorf Sicilian. Okay. Now he plays this. This is a good move. And then I just play the kind of the dragon. Now strike the center, push him away, and castle. Now, look. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Alright? I have no idea. But I develop a piece, and now I start pushing some pawns over here. We're just in kind of random territory here. He takes this, which does win a pawn. But I'm all in now, man. I'm all in here. He plays this, and now it kind of starts to get a little bit tricky. Now it starts to get a little bit tricky because this guy's hit. This is the only defender. This is undefended. And it could potentially come with check. You can't drop straight back, right? Because the pawn. So it's not, you know. And you don't have a check. If you move here, that's a check. And then you're pinned, right? So it's, you know, I'm trying to create complications because I made a mistake. He takes. That comes with check. And then I take the other bishop. Boom. He takes the knight. I hit the queen, right? Because now this is a problem. So I give him some problems. So he comes here. I thought this was a good move. Defends, right? So I pick up a pawn. What else am I going to do? He could take my pawns, but I don't know if you want to take these pawns. Because if you take those pawns, you know, I got all this real estate down here to attack the king. So he comes over, hits a rook. And now I'm just putting a little pressure on here. Just a little pressure. Just a little pressure. And he takes that. And that's game over. Because of that move. If you take here, you drop a rook with back rank mate because I'm hitting both rooks. So this rook is overloaded. You're looking at the knight, but I'm looking at all of this. So your defender, this defender's tied to this guy. You park here and undefend him. I take it. You play that. It's game over. So, yeah, that's a brilliancy. And I have another brilliancy here somewhere. Brilliant moves. Is it this one? Yeah, that's a brilliant move, but it's kind of a cheap one. I have another really good one. Is it this? Yeah, this is the one right here. I'll show you this one and we'll wrap up the video here. So, again, King's Indian. And this is kind of a line that I've seen. And it kind of, you know, you can't really take here. So, okay. All right. Well, let's just see where we go here. I play this because I've gotten myself into some trouble here where this guy's able to come in. First of all, let's look at the accuracy of this. How well did we play? It's a secret. $79. So, I mean, it's not terrible, but it could have been better. So I play here, hitting the bishop. He comes back, and now I strike at the center. He doesn't take, so now I hit the bishop. I'm just hitting everybody. Everybody in here could get these hands. Now, he lines up this battery. He wants my bishop. So I play this for a specific reason. Because with this move here, you cannot play this now. You can't play this now. This is unplayable. And he does it anyway. It's a blunder. Without looking at my thing, can you guys see the tactic? Why is this a blunder? I thought this was clever as hell. I still lost this game, I'm pretty sure. Maybe not. But that's the move. Because I take this, hitting the queen, right? So he captures. He has to capture. But now you pushed the f-pawn, and now your bishop's attacked twice. So I went a pawn out of that. He plays there. I take that. Bada bing, bada boom. And now we're just going to start trading some pieces, man. Oh, yeah, I ended up winning this game. If you got a passed pawn, push it. Push it. And then I blundered here, which was just stupid. But he missed it. It's only a blunder if they catch it. You know, he just look, this guy's 1485, man. I mean, this guy's a 1500 player and just blunders a knight in one move. Just blunders a full knight in one move. Boom. And then I just anchor that guy in here forever. You know, now this guy's free to go wherever he wants to go because this guy's defended by the bishop. So he plays that. Okay, I'll take a pawn. Why not? We'll take a pawn. I don't remember why I came back here. Oh, yeah, threaten that. So this is actually... See, I'm setting up an X-ray here. I'm setting up an X-ray. And he completely misses it. Takes. He picks that up. I win an exchange. Now, to this guy's credit, he fought, man, until, you know, till the end. Like, this guy was just going for it. Like, he was doing his best. But here, you know, what are you going to do? And I play this. He's cut off. And here comes the ladder, right? But I thought that was, you know, that was, I may have played this in a video. But I thought, I seen this. I'm like, I don't want to give up my bishop. What could I do? And I play here. It's a fucking mistake. But whatever. He didn't see that shit. He definitely didn't see that coming. What was his time usage there? He still only spent 5 fucking seconds. No, he spent 15. So. But then he let me trade here, and I think that this is just terrible. Yeah. Because now, you know, there's no, you know, potentially my bishop and queen could get up in trouble, right? But, I mean, if you just let me trade, now I'm just up a pawn, and my position's just better. I just got a better position. Of course, I kind of misplayed it, but... Anyway, that's that. So, again, you know, but the cat, you know, that's terrible, but... and I know that's got to be down for that's a downer for everybody. But the reason, like I said, the reason I brought it up, he's in a lot of my videos. Somebody joined the Discord the other day. We were talking about the cat. I showed him a video that he was in, so on and so on. But he's not going to be around anymore, and, you know, that's that. Anyway, hope y'all had a good night, had a good time. Enjoyed the video. See y'all on the next one. See you guys.